Hello guys, I just got back from Open Sauce after my flight. If you cannot tell from my voice, I am very tired, so that's going to be the energy for this video. Sorry, not sorry. Also, before we start talking about Open Sauce and my experience, it was very fun. Yay, I had a lot of fun despite my voice being tired. I did have fun, but before we start, this is Goblin cleanup demo, by the way. I just wanted to put something on the background while we play a little bit, okay? Or while we talk a little bit. Play and talk. Talk and play. I guess what to talk about first, right? I could talk about the whole experience, like from day Thursday to day Sunday. But if you're interested in seeing me talk about when I was free and not at the exhibitor booth, when I wasn't just standing there talking to people coming or setting things up at our booth and was actually free to explore open source, skip to this point here for a top 10, or not top 10, top 5 video games that I saw. Because there was a section of that where there were people just showing off some new games that they made or some demos, and I'm definitely wanting to talk about that. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to just hear the complete Yap story, stick with me, yeah. So on Thursday, that's the first day that me and well, I don't want to say my team, but our team at Fincham Tech got to come on in. And honestly, we didn't even spend that much time at the open sauce. A lot of it was just like, getting to the Airbnb, going to Home Depot to get tools and materials and collecting stuff so that we could actually make the exhibit. We did head to open sauce briefly that day just to get our exhibitor badges. Went around, looked around, just to get the basic like scope of the area. But yeah, we got what we needed from Home Depot. Got some extra tools that we couldn't bring on the plane, that sort of thing, like a knife, for example. Can't have that on a plane. Whoa. Um, then we went ahead and just went home, and that's when I realized that hey, this isn't just any old job that I signed up for as a intern at Fincham Tech. No, no, no. They're gonna put my ass to fucking work, dude. I thought I was just gonna be moving tables, maybe, screwing one thing in here or there. No, those motherfuckers got me to drill 4,406 holes in these like plastic boards so that their LEDs could fit in. The LED lights could fit in there. Sorry, I'm being told the exact number was 4,608. Out of those, I missed like five. So I think I did pretty good. That took like genuinely 3 hours, and we did not really sleep much that first night. We stayed up until like 2 a.m. So that was like, considering how early we woke up, I did get to sleep on the flight, but that's probably about, I would say, 20 hours for me of not sleeping. We stayed up to drill the holes, and then the other people were, I was drilling the holes, and then the other members were putting said LEDs in every single panel. It took quite a time. So much time that we didn't even finish on the first night. And as soon as we woke up, it was back to drilling holes. I felt like that fucking dwarf song. I am a dwarf and I'm drilling a hole. Drilly, drilly hole. Also, how do I drop this thing, please? Yeah, so that's how the first 2 days. But remember, Thursday and Fridays on was the like prep days for us. The actual exhibit didn't start until Saturday. So we spent that Friday morning still drilling holes, finishing up, putting the panels in, and then we finally got to head over to open source and actually get some work done and set up the panels. Except that shit took longer than we thought, and we didn't get to set up all. What the fuck, a cat? That's new. This wasn't in the previous demo that I played. This must be an updated thing. Leave the cat here. Okay. Goodbye, cat. Oh, also that. Turn that on. Yeah, that took way longer. Two of the members got to go to the Friday night party. Uh, but we still hadn't finished our booth. So when we came in on Saturday, there was still a lot more to do. For me, I had to drill a bunch of fucking like not drill. I didn't have a drill or a power tool. I had a little tiny Allen wrench, and I was just screwing in little pieces to make our stand actually. The boards needed. The boards weren't just going to be hanging in the air. They needed to be secured tightly to the fence that we had. So now I had to screw in all the screws and stuffs. And yeah, that was a pain in the ass. I was on the floor just doing that for a couple hours, honestly. Um, but about halfway through Saturday, lo and behold, our booth was alive. It was alive. Most of it was, at least. You'll notice that there was a couple holes in the operation there. So through part well, but it was already too late, so we saved it for the next day, and Sunday is when we really hit our stride. Sunday is when we fixed the remaining LEDs that were falling out of the holes for whatever reason. We got the hot glue gun, and I hot glued all the fucking little dark holes, and we really nailed it in there, and it was now complete. All that just to show off the controller board. The LEDs isn't what we were showing off, but it sure did draw people in. I mean, people love pretty lights, man. We're all just little cats. We're all little cats in a dog world, all right? We see some pretty lights, we want to go near them. And yeah, so that was fun. And Sunday was also the day that I got to actually walk around and look at other people's exhibits, which was a whole bunch of fun. I saw some cool things. I mean, I saw these little like racing drones. I saw this like human plastic thingy where you could come up and just slap the shit out of it for fun. That was some good stress relief after a hard day of work. I'll tell you what, just slapping the shit out of that thing made me feel good. But I had a wimpy ass slap compared to my friend, which I might show on here. I might show his fucking insano slap.
Yes, you do. Oh, yes, I do.
It didn't register last time.
Look at those big muscles. Oh, my. It's time? Oh, yes, it is. This is good stress relief, okay?
Everyone should have this in their house.
Yeah. Yeah.
That felt good.
And of course, you know me, I'm a gamer, so all the other interesting nerd stuff, honestly, I was a little intimidated by. I felt like I wouldn't really get it. So I just headed all over to the exhibit, like B hall or something, where I knew there would be game exhibits instead. So I guess that's where we can get to that part of the video, where I see the top 5 demos that I saw that looked interesting to me, and I highly recommend you to check them out. And no, before you ask, this is not sponsored. I'm not making any money off this. I don't think I made anything. Money, please. So number 5, personally for me, was Doki-Toki. Now I know what you're saying, okay? I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, 23-year-old virgin, huh? The usual suspects to like a game like this, okay? Well, okay, you're goddamn right. It is what drew me in. I won't lie to you. But you know what made me stay though was that the puzzles were actually interesting. The guy that was running it wasn't there, but his brother was, and he told me to describe it as like a kind of like a portal puzzle type game. And I could totally see that, except without portals. It was more like time manipulation. How can I move this object and get to this key item while like freezing this thing in place and setting this back and like not frozen. It was a lot of fun actually. Also the animation arts was pretty good and I felt like super kawaii, so much worth. Next, I didn't get to personally play this one. I just got to watch because there was only so many people, like so many places, you know what I mean, to like play that people could actually try it out. So I just watched this guy play it, but from what I saw, it looked pretty interesting. I mean, the art style was fine. The it looked like a little puzzles. Yeah, and it looked like a humorous little game. Don't know what much else to say for that one, but I liked it. Looked interesting. I might check it out. Number 3, Giga Sword. Now, come on. I'm a simple man. I see a game where it looks like a guy has a berserk sword. I'm immediately piqued interest, okay? Also, I'm a fucking sucker for Metroidvanias. And that, most certainly, was a Metroidvania, unless I'm tripping balls. Yeah, so it looked very interesting. Also want to check that one out at some point. Number 2, Beat Heart, Beat Heart, I believe is what it was. Now, I'm not really a fan of rhythm games normally, like Osu or anything like that, Everhood being a good exception, and this one also being a good exception. This game looked really fun. I mean, this one had the most, like, out there art that I've seen so far, plus the fucking actual, I mean, you can't make a rhythm game without good music, right? I feel like that should be said. Well, don't fucking worry. These people had it on lock. The music that was blessing my ears was enough to keep me sitting there for like at least a good 30 minutes before I said to myself, like, hey, I have to look at some other exhibits. I can't just be here all day. And yeah, I highly recommend it, man. Beat Heart, Beat Heart. Go check it out. Also, it was another game where I wasn't good at it, but like, it's one of those things where it's like, I can master this if I give it enough time. It made me want to master it, you know what I mean? And if those were just the first couple levels, like, I could definitely see the difficulty increasing as well. So check it out if you have the chance. And now to my number 1 demo that I saw at Open Sauce 2025. Drumroll, please. Suspense. Oh my god, you're so suspended right now. Your pants are riding high. Price of Flight. Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? Well, the reason why is because it's so fucking random and chaotic, and I just love that energy. I did not know what to expect talking to this game, but I think a big thing that helped me, like, enjoy it was the fact that I actually got to talk to the art developer who was there at the stand, and, like, I don't know, I've never had that experience where I'm playing the game and I can talk to the person that developed the game, like, while I'm there and just ask them random shit about it. You know, I was like, hey, look at this person's character portrait. What the fuck is that? Like, what? I actually can't tell. And then she told me it was like a, oh fuck, now I need to look it up. She educated me on the thing. It looked like an emu, but it wasn't an emu. It was something else. It's like with an E. Oh god, I'm looking it up. Hold on. The cassowary. Yeah, I was like, emo. I literally typed in the Google search bar, by the way, emo but blue. The cassowary was what that guy was based off, and I was like, oh yeah, I could totally see that now. That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it gave me like high, I would say Undertale vibes, really, or even Everhood with its story writing, like vibes. It was very funny, very chaotic, very just like I don't know. I like that though. Random equals funny to me, you know. I didn't even get to the real big gameplay portion where she was telling me that you're basically like a contestant in a show, because it was all set up before that, like set up for the main game, and I can appreciate that. Um, because the main game was very different from like the prologue that I was playing, is what I mean by that. Uh, So you're a bird that's in a bird show, and you're about to play a Monopoly game, and they were telling me that the game is like super duper randomized on choices that you make and stuff. Like, for example, this is just a random example, by the way. Uh, like if you have a certain item while you're talking to someone, something that never before would have happened with anyone else would happen, if you know what I mean. Or if you have a certain party member in your group while you're talking to that person, something good might happen. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing where it's like it's really every run that you get is going to be something way different from the last, so you'll never know what to expect. What surprised me the most was that even the main characters randomized. Like at the start, you always get the same. At least I think that's what she meant when she said this. But at the start, you're always gonna get the little raven guy that you play as. But then right after that, who knows what main character you're gonna play as? Because in their head canon, each new run of it is a new season of like the show. And I was like, oh my god, it actually ties. Not only is it like a gameplay thing, right? It ties into the story of the actual game, and to put that much detail into it is already very telling of what a good game it will be, in my opinion. So that's why I voted for Price of Flight as my personal favorite exhibit there. And honestly, dude, Dude, I was glazing. I was glazing hard. I was like, dude, this game is gonna blow up. Can I please get you guys to sign my shit before like before you guys blow up so I could say I knew you before you were like cool or whatever? And yeah, they did. They did. They signed my Pokemon card. Very nice developers. Although honestly, just shit handwriting from them. I could not tell what the fucking sign is. But hey, if you're a developer locked in basement hell for like 3 years, your handwriting probably wouldn't be as good, huh? It's fine though. It's fine. It was funny. At least I got it. It's fucking great. But yeah, I spent maybe like almost like an hour at that booth, dude, just talking to them, like just going like, what made you do this? What inspired your game? Who's this character? It was also just yeah, it was just a great all around time. Highly recommend them. Go wishlist now. All the games I recommended, they're all great. Thank you. So that was the top 5 open source games. What else happened? I already told you about the hot glue. I told you about the screw-in. Told you about the coffee. Oh yeah, there was also a lot of food trucks. Man, they had some yummy food. Shout out to the food trucks. And what else? Oh yeah, how about meeting like, the people I've been watching for like forever at offline TV? I actually got to meet Lily Pichu. We didn't like, get to yap or anything because I'm sure she's just seen like a sea of faces, but she signed my Pokemon card. Also, if you're wondering what my Pokemon card is, I just found it one day while I was working at my job at Family Dollar. It was the most random ass Pokemon that I've ever seen, and I thought that was funny, so I decided to keep it. Hold on, let me. The Pokemon is fucking Overquill. Overquill. It's a good name. Overkill, Overquill. But I just never heard of that Pokemon before, so that's why I was so like, I have to just keep this. This is mine now. No one claims it as their own, so. Yeah. But then, what's even funnier is that it was the last day. Very sad. All the Fincham Tech people. We went out to eat for one last time, and then we went to bed, and we went onto the airport and said our goodbyes. And what's even crazier is that I saw fucking Disguised Toes in Sydney on there, other members of Offline TV, and I was like walking the other way because I was like, dude, it's too early in the morning, man. I'm sure they're tired. I'm gonna be a good person and just not psych. You think I'm ever gonna get a chance to see those motherfuckers again? I think not. I did walk away a little bit because I was a little nervous, but I did turn my ass back around and was like, wait a minute, who am I kidding? I'm never gonna get this chance again. And I went up and said hi to them. I didn't ask for a picture though, or like for them to sign anything, because like I said, it was early morning airport hours. But I did just want them to know, like, hey, I am just another person that loves your content. Keep doing what you're doing, kind of shit, type shit, type shit. Yeah, and that was really fun. Then I immediately got through the security, and I swear to God, I'm the luckiest motherfucker alive or something. Because as soon as I got through security, I saw fucking Quarter Jade and Masayoshi there, dude. But that time I did get too nervous because they're such a cute couple, and I don't know. I was like, I already pushed my luck already, dude. Talking to Toast and Sydney on. I can't, I can't keep. Oh God, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep getting away with it. So unfortunately, I did not have the gall to approach them as well. Unfortunately, but I did see them. I swear to you. Why would I lie about this? You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. Yeah. So I guess the only one I didn't see that entire time was Michael, Michael Reeves, and well, I guess Scara as well, and Pokimane. But yeah, I almost saw every single member of Offline TV. Isn't that funny? Saw Will a couple times at Open Sauce, but also didn't have, since I don't really watch William Osmond. Sorry, Will. Like personally, I just didn't feel the need to approach him and add on to his plate of stuff. He's probably a very full man, full of stuff. I think that's about it. That's about my open sauce experience. I saw this guy walking around in a Gundam suit. That was pretty cool. My friend got to take a picture with him. That was pretty cool. I really just don't want to end the episode without finishing the cleaning thing, by the way. If you couldn't tell, it would be really annoying if I only did like half of this first level. Like personally, it would irk me if I was watching a YouTube video about a guy cleaning something and he didn't fucking clean everything. That would piss me off. So even though it is literally midnight and I'm so tired from traveling, I will finish this cleaning section for you guys. That's called love. It's called love because it's actions, not just, you know, it's it's actions, not just words, you know? Oh, that goes over there. Okay. I need a barrel. Oh, there's the barrel. Barrel! But yeah, honestly, I highly recommend. Open Sauce did really good this year. It was a lot of fun. If I had one critique about Open Sauce, it would probably be the best in sauce. Don't know really what really happened with that. I don't have all the info, okay? So I could be completely super wrong, and that's fine. Just let me know. But so best in sauce was the thing where you could vote on like, you know, the best stand in open sauce. Like you could vote, I could vote, anyone could vote. You just had to scan the QR code on the exhibit you liked, and you know, just be like, I vote for this one. This one's the best. Except, comma, if you were an exhibitor, the time that the best in sauce happened was like a time where you couldn't leave your stand realistically, or at least no, not every single member of your thing could go to see it. And two, even if you got the best in sauce thing anyway, the reward was just genuinely nothing. Just a bunch of shit. Just a bunch of nothing. I mean, I'm not asking for like a $300,000 car here or anything, but there couldn't be even like a little medal, like a little like everyone loved your shit, you know, or like a guarantee that you'll be invited back next year, or I don't know, VIP pass to come jerk William Osmond off or something, or you know, like what? Okay, maybe not that far, but you know what I mean. Like nothing, nothing, nothing. That seems a little crazy to me. But yeah, I mean everything else was fine. I mean you did have to pay for parking and Wi-Fi, but that's not really a like William Osmond thing. That's just a venue kind of thing, and for how big the venue is and how many people that got the opportunity to go and how many people that you could like network and stuff, it was definitely worth it in my opinion. Fincham Tech will be doing great things, and I wish those lads well. Also, if you want to see a time lapse of, you know, open sauce and all the things that I'm describing, I'm sure the boys will be posting a video soon. I'll link their channel and stuff. I don't know when they'll do it. Don't put pressure on them. Don't put pressure on me. They'll get around to editing that when they do. But I know one of the Fincham boys were recording a lot of time lapse things. Also, spoilers for that. But you know, maybe it's a good thing I'm spoiling it. It's a little teaser. I'm not completely spoiling it. But yeah, whenever Price of Flight also comes out, by the way, definitely hopping on that train because I know something you don't. I did also specifically tell the developer that I wouldn't leak this, so I'm not going to leak it, but I didn't say that I wouldn't tease it. They told me, inside scoop, behind the scenes, one secret thing you can do in the game to unlock a certain, I don't know if it's like a certain ending or certain like, oh, I remember what she said, but I'm not going to spoil what it is. But there's something I can do, and I now know the conditions to do it. You have to have a specific item and a specific party member. And yeah, be excited for that. I'm going to do that. Inside scoop type shit, Yeah, all those games, though, they don't have a really, like, release date, and I never want to force or, like, you know, obviously I ask them, but I never would want to rush anything like that. You don't rush perfection, ladies and gentlemen, so whenever they decide to get around to it, they will. But I'm pretty sure Price of Flight, they said, I'm pretty sure that they would release it sometime this year. Hopefully by the end of the year, yeah. If not, then maybe early next year. As for the other ones, I don't exactly recall. Sorry. I don't remember all of them perfectly. Okay, what are we missing? There's 1 organic remain left and 4 mana objects left. Oh, hey, I found it. Oh my fucking god, I did not mean to just... Man. Okay, 4 mana objects left, then we can get out of here. Oh, it's the beginning ones, of course. Oh no, 1 more left. Oh fucking hell, there's 1 more left somewhere. Oh my fucking god, it was right there the whole time. Okay, well that should be, yeah, that should be everything. There's just the entrance that I have to board back up with the vines, and then we're out of here. Well, that has been my Open Sauce 2025 video, guys. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and hopefully I can go to Open Sauce again next year if I have the opportunity. That would be great. It was a whole lot of fun. Can't leave with something in the mop. Great. This video's not over yet. Okay, now we're done. Now I can go to bed. Thank you. Sorry about the dryness. I'm tired. Please excuse me. Good night. I mean, bye-bye.